This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, good morning. Can you all hear me? Okay. Okay, so yesterday we looked at there are different types of objects which are available. So how do we create number object? How do we create strings variable, right? Now today we will see. So these are the different ways we looked at. Okay, how do we create the variable and store some value in it? So this is how numbers object get created. So anything which is in the double quotation and we are storing it into some variable that is called string. And we have also looked at if we want to, extract specific parts of that string, we can, pull that by using this index position, right, from that string. Now, the next thing is list. And this list is similar to an array. I hope everyone is aware of an array. An array is a collection of elements, right, of single data type. So in an array, we cannot have element which is the character and other element as name. It should be of single data type. Okay. Now, how do we create an array? This is how we will create. Now, the values within that array, we call these as elements, right? So this is first element, this is second element, and this is third element, right? And these elements are being put in this brackets. Okay, now let's go to the spider and try to create, let's go to spider and try to create this. So let me copy. Okay, so let us copy this and do control enter. Okay, so the single quotations, you see the single quotations are not properly copied from that document. So let me put the single quotation properly. You see? So now what do you see? This my list one, you are seeing in the variable explorer, right? And what are the values which are stored in that my list one? And that is a list object, okay? So we looked at, integer object, we looked at string object, and now we are looking at list. And what is the size here? 3. That means in this my list one, which is nothing but, array, in that how many elements we have 3 elements stored in it. Now let's say I do this. Let's do this 1 and refer to the 0 element. So the index position in Python starts with 0. That means this is my 0, this is my 1, and this is my 2. So when I'm saying my list 1 of 0, it is giving me, you look at here, Sheldon. I can use the same thing in the print as well. Can do print. Can you all try this out parallelly as I'm doing? So interview standpoint, you might get some questions like, okay, what are the different types of objects you are aware of, right? Objects. Now you can say that, the number object, string object, list object, right? And you need to be, knowing in if they ask further questions, okay, how do you create a list? And if I want to, call one of the element, pull one of the element from a list, how will you do that? So we should be aware of these commands. Okay, I hope everyone is in this spider. And the program name initially it will be untitled 0.py. So I hope you all are saving. So go to file and save and save that program. So you can give any name, right? Maybe you can give by each day. Today is let's say 27. So you can give 27 Feb 2019. So in that way you will have what did we do in each and every section in terms of the coding part. Everyone done till here? Now, you can refer like this. Let's say you
I
refer
am
my
getting
list
error.
one. Let's try. Yeah.
I am getting error while executing it. Not sure the reason.
What is the error?
Error it is giving is syntax
Yeah. So did you
error.
write? Yeah. So look at the single quotation. So just remove the single quotation. And I hope if you have copied from that Word document PDF file, there will be a problem with the single quotation. So put the single quotations properly
Yeah, it
and
worked.
then try to run it.
It worked.
Okay. Okay. Now let's say I am referring to, third element. What this will give? Anyone? My list one, I'm saying three. What it will do? So if I do this, yes, it will give an error, right? Why it will give an error? Because in this element, in this list object, there is no third element. So it is like 0, 1, and 2. So we are trying to refer to the element which does not exist. So that's why it is giving an error, right? So this is the list. Now we can also add, one list to the other. So let's do this. Let's do this. Even single quotation and double quotation both are fine, okay? So you can have single quotation here or double quotation, that's fine. Now let's create another list. You see my list 2 got created and these are the three elements, right? One, two, and three elements. Now let us write this. So what I'm doing is I am doing my list one, which is this, my initial one. I'm doing my list two, which is this, and I'm adding them. I'm adding both the list and storing it in the final list object. Now let's run this. Now what did it do? Since my list one is a list object, my list two is a list object, and if you're adding these two and storing it in something, final list will also be a list object, right? Whatever there on the right hand side, if both the lists are getting added, the resulting output will also be a list. So final list is also a list object. Now, what did it do with that? So you see, Sheldon, Tommy, Benny was there in my list one, LA, NO73, and this value got added to that list. So to the list, so basically we are adding the elements from multiple lists. Okay, now if I say final list, you see this Sheldon, Tommy, and basically the lists from both the objects got concatenated together. Can you all try this out and let me know once you are done? So in SAS, if anyone created an array, you can relate to that. An array is a collection of elements of single data type. So in SAS, the command is right? Array, and you will give the name of the array, and whether it is the numeric or character, you will do that. In SAS, you will give these brackets. You'll give these brackets, and in that you will mention those array elements. But see here, it's pretty much straightforward. Yeah, both should have same type of element, yes. So it shouldn't be like, one is character, other has numeric elements. We cannot do that because array concept is, it should have the elements of same data type. Yes, those who are done, can you all ping in the chat window if you're done? Okay, let me give another minute. Okay, Siddhartha is done. Okay, Kapil is also done. Okay, so what we are doing is we are trying to create a list. List is nothing but an array, and we are storing the elements in that. And we can, we can add, we can combine two list objects and store it into a third list object, right? Now, let's say I do this. Okay, let's say I do this. What has happened now? Can you see this in the variable explorer? What has happened with this command? Yeah, so we are doing some modification to that list. So what I'm doing is to this list, final underscore list, this is the name. Now I'm referring to the zero position, zero index, and on the right hand side I'm saying equal to Shrino. So you see earlier it was Sheldon, now the zeroth element is being replaced with the new string, which is Shrino. So in this way we can update the elements also in a list. Okay, now let's go and look at dictionary. Now dictionaries have two major element type, key and value. So dictionaries are collection of key value pairs in a list. Each key is separated from its value by a colon, right? And items are separated by commas, and it should have curly braces. Now, this is different way of creating. Let's copy this. Okay. So if you see some commands like this,
Hello, sir.
these are, yeah,
Sorry for interrupting. When I am updating the element, it's not reflecting in a variable explorer. Like you have update that final list element, the first element, but it's still not reflected in the variable explorer window. Why? Yeah, in
are
my
you
case.
saying that list of, yeah, yeah, yeah. So are you saying that final list here in the variable explorer?
Yeah, I have updated, but still it's not reflecting in my variable explorer window.
And when you're printing it, is it showing?
No, I'm not printing. Okay, okay.
Just run,
Okay, okay. Let me.
just fine. Sometimes this variable explorer window,
Okay, now it
doesn't
worked.
show up. Mhm.
Now it works. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So in my, it's giving that my list two is not defined, name is not defined. Why is giving this error? I am getting same error. Name my list two is not defined.
Yeah, so you must have not created my list too. Did you create this my list too?
Yes, you know I created it.
Yeah. Can you run that again? There must be some error with that line, my list too. So create that my list too first.
Yeah, that I created now. Yes, yes. That's fine. Fine, sure. I
Done, right?
didn't
Okay.
did it separately. That's the reason might be.
Okay. Yeah, so we can also delete certain elements. We will see that. Uh, in the dictionaries, what is how different these dictionaries are from the list? Dictionaries works on key value pair. So zero is the key, and the thing which is in the quotation is the value. And in between these key and value, we should have a colon just to separate. Now let me create this, and you see the city and the type of object that is this dictionary, and how many elements are there? Three, right? Zero, one, and two. So one, two, three. Three elements are stored in a dictionary. Now let's say city of zero. So you see, you are getting the value for that key, right? Now let's go and look at this. Now you see in the list we don't have any choice. The elements start from zero, okay? So zero, one, two, but in the dictionary, it's not like that. It all depends on whatever key you have mentioned. So what are the keys here? Can you all identify what are the keys from this line? Yeah. So So 169 are the keys. David, Bill, Jim are the corresponding values of that key. And when you say names of 0, it will not work because there is no key as such 0. So we need to make sure that we give the right key index while accessing the elements in dictionary. And it's not like, the key should always be number, no. So it can be character as well. So David is the key in that we are storing BSc. Bill is the key in that we are storing MSc. Jim is the key in that we are storing PhD. And we can refer to a particular element within that dictionary. Can you all try this out? And let me know once you're done. So this is how you can delete. So some of you are asking how do we delete a particular element. So the command is del followed by name. So this could be a list or this could be a dictionary followed by the element or key by using del. So you see in the city there is no zeroth key. So it's just 1 and 2 now. But earlier we had 0 as well. But I have deleted that 0 element. Okay, so now let's say, okay, let's do this. So one question someone is having is, let's say we are doing this, right? So David, here can we use number? So David, let's say it's 100. For Bill, it's 200. For Jim, it's 300. Can you all try this out? So I'm saying edu. See, it got created, right? So it doesn't matter, like, the key value should be, a character or numeric or character numeric, a mixed will also work. Then if I print this edu, you see this, right? And how do we refer to these? So I would say if they were keys, numbers 0, 1, 2, we could have just referred like 0. But here we have David. So I'm passing the key and it is returning the value. Got it? Now, can we also have, let's say, let's say like this, David MSC. So in the dictionary, we are having character element and we are also having numeric element, right? Let's do this. I say edu1, so it got created, right? David MSC. But in the list, so how we can differentiate from the list and dictionary is list is like an array, and how it understands that we need to create a list if it is put under square brackets. Okay, so if you looked at the list, it was always in the square brackets followed by the elements directly. There was no key. We know that in the list, in the array, the element starts from 0, 1, and 2, and we can refer to those elements easily. But whereas in the and it should be of the same data type, okay? It should be of the same data type, all the characters or all the numeric, right? But in the dictionary, we can have, both character and a numeric in one dictionary itself. Got it? Okay, everyone done till here? So we looked at how do we create string object. We looked at how do we create number object. We looked at how do we create a list. How do we create dictionary. So these terms, don't forget.
Renu, one question. Uh,
Mhm.
I'm deleting the that list, one element of the list, and it's giving me that it doesn't support the item deletion. Set object doesn't support item deletion.
Okay. Are you referring to the correct element with DEL? Just check.
Like you have given city with the different element. I gave it city one and city one. I'm deleting city one of zero. So there's a city one of zero.
Okay. So you're saying like this, right? You have created city one,
Yeah,
and from the city one, you're removing the zero element.
zero element.
Let me say city one of zero. See, it should remove. In the city one, zeroth element is deleted now.
My screen is giving error. Uh, we can do one thing. We can check it in the last. We can continue.
Okay. Yeah, so for now, just remember this concept and we will see the applications of it, okay? Actually, um, now let me go back. So we looked at dictionaries. Now there are some shortcuts also. Like if you want to see all the keys and all the values, we can, do this by using these keys. Let's say, I have this edu1, right? I have this edu1. Now I want to see all the keys. I don't want to say, okay, this is one key, this is second key, this is third key. What we have is like this. So edu1.keys, when you press this, it will give you all the keys like Jim, Bill, and David. In the similar way, I want all the values from that dictionary. So there is values also. So just remember this keys and values. Now let's go to there is something called as packages in Python. And the biggest advantage of using Python is all these packages. And as it's open source, a lot of people, come up with all these different packages. Now, what is that package? So if everyone is little bit aware of in the college days, if you worked on C, C++, so the very first thing we used to, include, right? We used to include certain, packages, and then we used to, write certain commands from those packages. So it's basically, okay, let me come to that. So a package is a collection of Python functions. A properly structured and compiled code, a package may contain many sub-packages. Many Python functions are only available via packages that must be imported. Okay, now let's say log of 10. So let's say log of 10. So I'm trying to do a log function. I'm running this. What it says, name log is not defined, but you know how do we get this log function to work? Let's say in Excel you do equal to sum or equal to VLOOKUP, right? All the different commands, because Excel has already developed and it understands, okay, if the user is trying to do equal to sum and selecting certain range, what it should do. In SAS, when you're saying proc print, why it is always showing us the output? When you're saying proc contents, why it is showing, the metadata information? When you're saying proc free, it is giving the frequency distribution, frequency table, how it is understanding, because every command over there, there's specific task which has been, assigned to it. Okay, when the user writes proc print, this is what it should happen, the action, right? In the similar way, if you want to do, any functions or any calculations, there are a lot of packages which are available. We need to, import those packages. Now, how do we import those packages? If you want to do any calculations, we should import math. And to this math, I'm giving a shortened name as empty, because otherwise everywhere we have to use math dot, right? So this is, we are doing import math as empty and empty dot log 10. Now if we will do this, so I'm importing one package. I'm importing one package, then saying this. You see now, it is giving the log of 10. Yeah. So we will see what are the different packages. Then you will get an idea. Okay, if I want to do these kinds of things, there are, major packages which are available in Python. So one should be aware of those packages. So math is one package. Now, if you search in Google any packages, you will get the package name, but you should be aware of, okay, if I import this package, in that, let's say there is a sum function, but I cannot directly use that function within that, right? I need to import that package first, then only I can use it, right? Now, math is one function. Then what are the different different packages are available? And these packages, most of the data scientists use it, and these are the very, widely used packages. and like 90% of them uses these packages. So one is NumPy, and there is SciPy, Scientific Python, there is Pandas, there is Scikit-learn, there is Matplotlib, NLP Gopher, process the natural language NLP kind of a data, unstructured data. Now we will see, so throughout these sessions, we will see the case studies on using, each of these packages. Now let's look at what is NumPy. NumPy is for fast operations on vectors and matrices, including mathematical, logical, shape manipulation, sorting, and selecting. It is a foundation on which all higher level tools for scientific Python packages are built. Now, how do we import this NumPy? So NumPy are mostly used to create, you know, the arrays. So how do we do that? I'm saying import, name of the package is NumPy, and saying giving a shorter name as NP. So this NP could be any name, but it should be some meaningful name. NumPy, right? So generally people give as NP. Now income is equal to np.array. So let's do this. Can you all can you all do this? Let me close this here. Try this out. So first import this NumPy package. See, before importing, what it will do, if you don't import it and try to use this, it says NP is not defined. What is NP? NP is this package. And what is the underlying package? Actual package name is NumPy. So first import this, then do this, then print. If you want specific element, you can give the index position. Let me know once you're done. And you will see, once you learn these, okay, we will see where we will be using all these things. We will get clarity. But first, we need to understand, okay, what is NumPy, what is Pandas, right? Different types of packages. So in the interview, this is the question which, most of the interviewers ask. Like, what are the different packages you are aware or used in Python? So NumPy is one, Pandas is one, Scikit. So we'll talk about those things. So you can talk about all these packages when they ask any question. And then if you say that, they will ask, specific question on any of the package. So they might ask, okay, can you give an example of, pandas? How do we, in which situations we create pandas and all that? Let me know if you're done till here. Now, np.array, array is the command, okay? Array is the command to create an array.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, when I am defining income in the Variable Explorer window, in your case, it's showing in the side section 5L, comma, but for my system, it's showing 5. Why? Only 5.
Okay, okay. See, these are the five. Can you expand that, or I'm not sure. Are you seeing
Okay,
five? But that's fine. Those are like five rows. Those are five rows. One, two, three, four, five.
okay.
But that's fine. Yeah.
No, but still it's showing only 5, not with L.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so ignore that L. Not sure. But what you can understand from that is there are five rows.
Okay,
There are five
okay,
rows in there.
okay. Thank you.
So maybe, some settings, not sure.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Um, Now, to this array, we can perform some calculations also. So income you have created, to that income, if I multiply by 0.65, so what will happen is to every element, it will multiply by 0.65 straightforward. Then you can store that as an expense, and you can do, one object minus the other object and store it in some other object also. Okay. So this was NumPy. Uh, the next is Pandas. Now, Pandas are mostly used for creating data frames. All the data frames are nothing but you can relate to those are the data sets. Now, when we talk about data set, it is nothing but a table, right? Having rows and columns, right? In the similar way, by using pandas, you can create data frames and all the data manipulation tasks we can do it from the pandas. Now, what you all can do is um, there is data folder in the Google Drive link. So open that, and I have uploaded this datasets1.zip. You download that. It is a zip file, okay? It is a zip file. Unzip it. So you would see something like this. All these folders. So unzip it. I hope everyone knows how to unzip it. So extract it to the same folder. So once you do that, you will see a folder with datasets1. In that, all these are the different folders. If you go in any of the folder, there are certain datasets. Okay. Now, if I use this pandas, let's say what I'm doing as a first step, I'm importing pandas and I'm giving the name as PD. Now, PD dot read underscore CSV is the command to read a CSV file. So let's say if someone gave you a CSV data, how do you load that into Python is read. So in SAS you read about the in file statement, proc import. In Python we will do it like this. So PD dot read underscore CSV is the command, and here in the bracket you will give the complete path, and we have to use this double slashes, okay, double backward slashes. Single slashes will not work here in Python. Now go let me go and let's say, okay, let me take this. I'm copying the path But what I need to do, I need to have two slashes, okay? I need to have two slashes in Python in the path. Now let me put this instead of this. Okay. Now in this World Bank data, I have World Bank indicators. So okay, Excel comma separated with this because I'm saying read underscore CSV, right? So let me call this energystats.csv from that folder. Now I'm saying this. Now what do you see? And I'm storing it in the bank new object. But if you see the bank in the variable explorer, it is a data frame, right? It is a data frame. In the size, it says for 40, 50, comma 6. Any guesses what this could be?
Observation set.
Correct. So it is rows and columns basically. Yes. So that means from that CSV file, there are 4050 rows and 6 columns. And if I double click on it, you see what I did? I double click here and you are seeing those columns and the rows. Area, consumption segment, country, measure names, all these are the data. Can you all do this? So download the data folder and go to World Bank data folder and load this energy underscore stats. And how do we do that? By importing Pandas package, because Pandas package allows you to do the data related stuff. And then use read underscore CSV is the command. So we will see, throughout if we have any Excel file or PXY, how do we load that too? We will see that. But try this for now. Anyone facing any issue while downloading it? It should be straightforward. Unzip it. You have all those folders and copy your location. So what you do is, okay, wherever you are downloading it, go to World Bank data and this is your path from the top. You copy this path. I'm saying Control C or you can say copy and paste it here. Don't forget to put the double slashes, okay? Instead of single slash. Okay, what is the issue while downloading it? Anyone downloaded? Okay, so the path is okay. Pallavi has downloaded it. Same. She did not face any issue. Now, datasets one, you will see this zip file. Now unzip it. Don't give this path. Don't give. If it is just dataset one zip file, don't give this path and point to this. You should unzip it first so that you have this folder. In that folder, World Bank data. Okay, Anusha, let me see. Would you be able to share your screen? Let's see.
Hello, sir.
1 second. Yeah, can you share your screen, Anusha? Let's see. So maybe you need to download the zip file extraction. Okay, it's Apple. So where is that zip file in your system? You must have downloaded somewhere, right?
It's directly
Okay,
going to the
cancel this.
trash. I mean,
Okay, cancel. Yeah, cancel this.
see, if I download it,
Yeah,
it's
click on
going to
download.
trash.
Okay, right click on it, right click on the datasets one and click on download at the bottom. There is a download
I can see zip
at
extractor.
the end, at the end.
Oh, this
No. So no, there
download
is a
button.
download,
No.
yeah, at the bottom, yeah. Download, yeah. Yes. Click on download. Let's see. It's scanning for virus.
Thing is,
Okay,
when I
so
try
where
to
is
download it, so it's download.
where all the downloads will go? Yeah, can you go to that folder where all the downloads? Uh,
Oh, this
yeah,
one
can you
version
please go to that?
33. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
And here this.
yeah, correct.
Oh,
Right.
this is the package.
Energy underscore snapshot. Yeah. But
Okay,
did
done.
you unzip that CSV, not that.
No.
Energy underscore the next one on the left.
Ah, this one. Oh, CSV.
So
Okay.
how do we, yeah, right. How do we get the path from here? So in which path you are? How do we get that?
Yeah, this, this one. Copy the energy dot. Ah,
Hmm. Yeah, not copying the file. I mean, in which folder we
yeah,
are. Like it could be F drive
like,
or into any of your local drive.
yeah,
Okay, maybe what you can do is on the left hand side, can you click on downloads? Left hand side, you say downloads. Under favorites, you have downloads. Yeah, click on that.
sorry,
Uh,
sorry, just a second.
yeah.
Sorry.
Here you must be having downloads folder. Can you just search for that? Sorry, datasets one folder you must be having somewhere. Yeah, this one. Right click on it. Hmm. So do you have any other drive, Anusha? Like in your system, E drive or something? Or just give the entire path. So it would be like my documents, downloads. So just figure out that path and you can give that path, okay? Okay. Anyone else is having any issue?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Can I share my screen because I am facing some problem while downloading the zip file?
Okay. Let me make You press enter. So
Can I?
those who are done, you can check the data frame and the rows and columns. And if anyone wants to leave, feel free to leave, and we will continue tomorrow if you want to head to office. So we are almost done. So I'm just looking for people who are facing any issues. So feel free to leave, okay? Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, I
so
can
can
see
you
your
able
screen.
to view my screen? Yeah. Okay, so whenever
Yes.
I'm trying to download it, it is showing something else. I'm showing you.
Yeah. 1 second, it's downloading.
Actually, after that, up in look, that action failed to start because something is happening. That's why.
Okay, can you okay, can you cancel this?
Okay.
Cancel this window.
Look, yeah, this page
Go.
came.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can you cancel this page? Go and open it fresh. Google Drive, yeah. So let me check. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now can you right click on it? Right click on datasets1.zip. Right click and say download at the bottom. Mhm.
No, the same problem.
Okay. Anyone else is facing this issue? Vamshi, what is the issue you are facing?
Can you hear me, Sinu? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Vamshi, I can hear you. Yes.
So if I can present my screen, maybe I'll be able to.
Okay. Let me come to you, Anisha. I'm not sure because, if it was a permission issue, it should be with everyone, right? And some of them have already downloaded it. Yeah. So Pallavi is saying pop-ups might be disabled, so you can check that. Yeah. So maybe some
Okay.
settings that is not allowing you to download it. That could be, yeah, Vamshi, I can see. Vamshi, are you there? We cannot hear you.
Hello, sir. It's telling that it's a connection issue.
Hmm, it shouldn't happen because nothing wrong in that Google Drive link for sure.
Okay. So I will
Maybe what you
try
can do, you can
later.
restart your system.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
restart your system and see if on that Internet Explorer there are any pop-ups blocked. Just enable those settings and say it should work.
Okay, I will try it later and I will tell you tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Vamshi, we cannot hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, can hear now.
Uh, s- so if you can see my screen,
Hmm.
uh, so when I try to
Yeah,
execute,
because here, yeah, because the error which you did here is you just gave the path, but which file? You haven't given the file. After World Bank data, which file you are trying to read?
so I've copied the. Okay, okay, got it. Yeah, understood.
So where is that file? Yeah. Dot XLSX again. Don't miss that. Dot XLSX. Hmm. Try this now. Okay, read underscore XLS. Remove that XLS X. I think it's read underscore XLS. I guess. Yeah,
So
try
what
that. Try.
should I remove
Yeah,
here
that
as
is fine. That is fine because file extension is .xlsx only, right?
well?
Now try this. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So read underscore XLS is also not there. So can you, instead of XLS, read underscore, can you type XL, EX?
EXEL.
Hmm. Hmm. One second, it's running. You see, now it got created. So what I was doing is read underscore CSV. First, reading a CSV file. You're trying Excel, right? It is read underscore
Yeah,
Excel. Got it?
yeah. Thank you.
Okay, Pooja, you're also facing any issue, right?
Yeah, Shri, you need to make me presenter, then I would be able to show you.
Okay. Okay. Module
Shri, can
pandas has no attribute energy and flow stats. Okay, so you have done a mistake. So what is that mistake? So import pandas as PD is correct, but PD dot you would say read underscore Excel. So what is that energy underscore stats? We will not give here. So it will be read underscore
underscore?
Excel and cut that energy underscore stats dot XLS from here. Excel.
Uh, Here I need to write Excel. What Excel?
Excel, yeah. And remove that dot XLSX also.
Shinu, file name is read underscore Excel. I can't see that file. I can
Not
see
the file
the
name, not the file name. So read underscore Excel is the command. So just like in file statement in SAS, you can relate to that. In file is the command, right? Where we will give the path. In the similar way, in Python, if you want to read an Excel file, you have to write read underscore Excel, and in the path at the end, World Bank data. After that, give two slashes. How we will give it in the in file in the similar way. Here you give that Excel file name. So this is the complete path. Okay, we are saying users, Lenovo downloads dataset one, World Bank data, and in that there is a file called energy underscore stats dot XLS. XLS or XLSX.
XLSX.
Okay, try this now. Let's. Okay, so now run this.
I
One
know.
second.
And I took it from here. Energy and
Okay, but did you unzip it or is it still a zip file?
it's unzipped. Uh,
Go to,
I
go to
have
downloads.
this.
Yeah, go to,
And
okay, you have unzipped it properly. Okay, now double click on it, World Bank data. Now copy this
and this
entire
is
path. Let me see once again. Yeah, copy this entire path. Okay, let us check Lenovo downloads dataset one. Okay, that's perfect only. Okay, remove that path again, the one which you copied now. It looks correct only. Now let's see what is the issue. Okay, energy stats looks like an XCSV.
CSV.
So do yeah, do CSV there. Dots and do read under instead of read underscore Excel, say read underscore CSV now because it's a CSV file, right? For Excel, you would say underscore Excel. Now try.
I think it
Okay, now
worked.
it got created. Hmm.
Yeah. Shinu, one more question. I was asking you. I'm deleting city, but it's not allowing me to delete. So here it
Okay,
is.
run that. First run that city.
Only city.
Hmm. Because see, you have created the dictionary only incorrectly. Because see, 0:LA, you have put it in the double quotation, one double quotation. It should not be like that. It should be zero. So remove that double quotation before zero. Yeah, remove.
Here,
So this
remove.
is the
We need to remove
key
all quotation.
and put double quote. No. Put double quotation LA in double quotation. So before LA, start double quotation. Yeah,
Okay.
after LA, double. So this is how you will do it. So first of all, the syntax was itself wrong.
Okay. Uh,
So it should be a key value, right? So the key and the value. But both those things you're putting in the double quotation, both key and the value. Now do this.
okay.
Now this is the dictionary you're creating and the keys are 0, 1, 2. Now try and first check, okay? City on the left hand side, you check on the right hand side in the variable explorer, are you seeing 0, 1, 2?
Uh,
Expand it a little bit.
yes.
Right, you're seeing 0, 1, 2. Now you delete city of 0. You would see the 0 should get deleted. It happened, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's because of syntax. Uh,
Hmm.
Here
Right. So the
also,
dictionary
one also.
itself was incorrect.
Hmm,
Yes, here also it's the same mistake. So keys
yeah.
should be at one place, values should be at other place like that. Everything should not be in the quotation.
Okay. Okay. One more
Okay.
thing, in the city one, when I tried to delete because I kept the same name city one. So while deleting the
Hmm.
next one city one, so will I need to use zero? This one city one of zero or city one of this one? This syntax is correct.
No, the one which you highlighted is correct because now what is your key over there? Your key is city 1, city 2, city 3,
Okay. Okay.
right?
Fine. Sure. Yeah.
See, how it is different from list is in list is an array with the square brackets, the one which is on the line number 38. So So over there, we don't specify the key. By default, it is okay. Tommy is 0, ADF is 1, and ADDD is 2. We refer with that. But here in dictionary, it is a key value pair. There is a key, for that key there is a value. So when you try to refer to any element, you have to refer with that key, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Why this is a problem? Because see, 0, 0, 0, line number 49. Let's come to line number 49. 0, 1, 2, we have not put in the quotation because we want that as a numeric key. But here city 1 is a text, right?
Yeah.
On line number 54, you put city 1, city 2, city 3 in the double quotation. Even the key needs to be in the double quotation because that is the text, right?
Okay. Okay.
Earlier it was not required because those were 0, 1, 2 we were referring.
So the values here in the LA, those need to be in the key, those need to be in the quotation.
Yeah, it all depends, right? If the value is a numeric, you will not put double quotation. If it is text, so in your case you are putting LA, MA, US as the values. If there is a text involved, always you have to put double quotation, right?
Okay. Okay, Shane.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so yeah. So let us end for today and we will connect back tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye.